Education Ministry mobilizes parents against holiday coaching. Janet Museveni makes first public appearance in 6 months. And Ecuador intelligence chief and 5 Americans killed in Kenya helicopter crash. Hello and good afternoon to you. Welcome. It's the news at 2 with me, Triumph Deke Laloya. And getting into our news, the Ministry of Education and Sports has moved to tighten enforcement against schools conducting unauthorized holiday teaching, opening a public reporting channel after Parliament raised alarm over what MPs described as a widespread practice depriving children of designated breaks from classroom instruction. The intervention came on Wednesday after Nansana Municipality MP Zambali Bulasio Mukasa told Parliament that some private and government-aided schools were turning official school holidays into unofficial extensions of the academic term. His complaint prompted Speaker Jacob Maxon Obothobot to summon State Minister for Education and Sports, Peter Gwang, to explain what the government was doing to enforce the official school calendar. The minister then put an enforcement tool directly in the hands of parents and the wider public. Anyone who encounters a school conducting the prohibited practice can report through the ministry's toll-free hotline 0800 377 771, he said. The ministry says reports will be routed to the relevant authorities, including police, where necessary for intervention. Ogwang urged school administrators to respect the calendar and allow children to spend the holiday away from formal classroom routines. In a bid to streamline the use of government assets, Innocent Ahimbisibwe, the Gulu City Town Clerk, has withdrawn all motorcycles assigned to the staff in the city. The decision follows reports that some civil servants had been riding these motorcycles without valid riding permits. There were also reports that some heads of department had allegedly taken motorcycles from the junior staff without authorization. In total, 55 motorcycles were withdrawn at the city as the city conducts a comprehensive stock-taking exercise of all the city assets. Meanwhile, First Lady Janet Museveni has made her first public appearance in more than 6 months, joining President Yoweri Kaguta Museveni in receiving international evangelist Bishop Dr. LaDonna Osborn at State House Entebbe. Janet Museveni has largely stayed out of public view in recent months amid reports that she had been unwell, although the nature of her illness has never been officially disclosed. Her appearance comes as the first family met Osborn, who is in Uganda at invitation of Pastor Patient Rabogo, ahead of her consecration as an Episcopal Bishop on August 23, 2026. The consecration ceremony will also coincide with the 20th anniversary celebrations of Covenant Nations Church, with which Pastor Patience leads in Luzira. Moving forward, Redeem International, Christian non-governmental organization working to protect widows and orphans from violence, property theft and land grabbing, has recognized several individuals and institutions in Gulu and Amuru for their outstanding contribution to protecting vulnerable people, particularly widows and orphans. Among those recognized as nominated Justice Champions is Worship Ashraf Muyunga of Gulu Magistrate Court, honored for delivering clear and accessible rulings, prioritizing vulnerable court users through speedy hearings, and providing legal education on court processes and rights. In Amuru, State Attorney Toskin David Chebet of the Office of the Director of Public Prosecutions was recognized for championing prosecution-led investigations and handling cases involving vulnerable clients with sensitivity and respect. Also recognized was Corporal Nyase Albert Tako of Otwe Central Police Station for prioritizing cases involving vulnerable persons and demonstrating selflessness in law enforcement. In the certificate to individuals category Assistant Inspector of Police AIP Apile Rose of the Child and Family Protection Unit at Amuru Central Police Station was praised for consistently prioritizing cases involving widows and orphans. Other awardees include Inspector of Police IP Adekere Wilbert Abe of Lamugi Police Station, Detective Corporal Paito Anthony of CID Buchoro Central Police, Ola George LC1 of Aqua Village, Komake Charles Kiwara, LC3 Chairperson Guru Sub-County. Also recognized were Annette Christian Award Rod Tokoro of Aqua Village, Adong Sandra Fielder, former LC1 of Library Ward in Gulu City, Okia Williams Manasi, LC1 of Bana Village, Amuro and Amal Jace Barbara, Community Development Officer, CDO of Owalu Sub-County. Institutions recognized for their continued partnership in protecting vulnerable families include the Uganda Police Force, Amuru District Local Government, Gulu District Local Government, and Gulu City Council. The Program Manager, Gulu Field Office, Redeem International, while presenting the awards, said the awards are intended to celebrate frontline justice actors and community leaders who are helping make justice accessible and meaningful to widows, orphans, and other vulnerable members of the community. We look at news crossing borders, where Ecuador's intelligence chief and his wife have been killed in a helicopter crash in Kenya. Michelle Sensi Kontugi and his wife Stephanie Holihan were among the 7 people killed when the accident happened in Samburu County on Wednesday. The other 5 victims were Americans, a U.S. State Department spokesperson said. Samburu County is a popular tourist destination with many private wildlife conservancies, and is renowned for its stunning landscape. Helicopter crashes are not uncommon in Kenya. In February, a helicopter crash in the Rift Valley County of Nandi killed 6 people, including a member of parliament. In 2024, the military chief, General Francis Omondi Ogola, died after an army helicopter that was carrying 11 people crashed in the west of the country, with only 2 survivors. In our business, at least 1,704 farmers in Umoro district have successfully planted 1.1 million coffee seedlings during the 2025-2026 financial year in an effort to improve household incomes and transition from subsistence farming to the money economy. The coffee seedlings were distributed to farmers across the district with support from the Office of the President through the Operation Wealth Creation. The seedlings have been planted on approximately 2,463 acres of land owned by the 1,704 farmers. The farmers were also supported with 16,345 banana suckers, which are expected to provide shade necessary for the proper growth of the coffee plants. Richard Utira, the Vice Chairperson of Umoro District Local Government, said the coffee project is intended to improve the livelihoods of farmers who have traditionally relied on low-value crops. According to data from Operation Wealth Creation, approximately 10,000 acres of land in the Acholi sub-region are currently under coffee cultivation. Well, in our sports, the organizers of the Northern Regional Darts Club tournament have postponed the tournament to a date yet to be communicated. The tournament that was scheduled to take place from August 16th to 18th and hosted by Kitgum Municipality. Francis Bitek, the chairperson of Northern Darts Zone, confirmed the report, saying the tournament was postponed to help players, especially those playing in clubs associated with the armed forces. Bitek said some players play for clubs such as the Uganda Wildlife Authority Darts Club, Uganda Prisons, among others, and have been preparing to participate in the forthcoming Inter-Forces Sports Championship. In the Inter-Forces Sports Championship, The Interforces Sports Championship is set to commence on Friday, 22nd August this year with the arrival of the teams. Well, that was the news this hour. Thank you for joining me. I'm Triumph Dakela Lawyer. I wish you a good day.